Awesome. Okay. 102s. How many people here, except for you guys, have taken 101 before? Nobody? Okay. 2 weeks from now? Okay. So 101 is about learning how to hit the ball with control. Most people find it easier to learn the rules when they're not also learning how to hit the ball. So you might feel a little overwhelmed today. These people have heard me say this 8 times already today. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. They're not necessarily sequential, and don't feel that you can only take each one once. More than half of our players take those courses more than once, right? Some people get really overwhelmed having to learn about where the lines are, what the rules are, and how to hit the ball all at the same time. So I don't teach it that way. I have people get comfortable with the ball in 101, right? And then 102, we start to learn the rules. And then in 103, we really get into where you should be standing, how to serve, the details of tactical play. So that's what the 3 courses are about. Once you've done those 3 courses, you can join our beginner program, or you can you can start attending our beginner drop-in sessions here. They run 10 out of 12 months this year. So not July and August, but all of the other months there's beginner drop-in this year. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. There's 2 courses after 101, 102, 103. There's 104 and 105. 104 is how to practice. 104 and 105 are people who want to get into competition. Guys tend to want to get into competition right away. Women tend to be happy with the social experience of drop-in for longer. But a lot of women, virtually all of my students are women learning to play competitively. So 104 teaches you how to practice, because if you're going to play competitively, you have to practice. And 105 is called Introduction to Competition. And we also have a drop-in on Saturdays called Introduction to Competition. It's a drop-in program where you're going to earn a rating, and it tells you what level you're at, and so on and so forth. That's an option for you as well. Okay, so this is 102. We're going to learn the rules today. There's an 85-page rule book. We're not going to go through all 85 pages, right? Last 40 or 45 pages are about tournaments anyway. You guys are not tournament ready yet, so we're not going to worry about any of that stuff. Yeah, well, that is true. Looking at you, I would say tournament material, but okay. So we're going to hit kind of the headlines on about 10 pages. I'm just going to give you enough to start you playing. You're not going to get all the rules today. And then as you play, once you get started playing, you're going to be exposed to situations, and you're going to learn more. If you want to go on to be a referee like I did, you can do that as well. So you can get as deep into it as you want. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today, is just getting a taste of the rules, just enough to get us playing organized pickleball so we're not making total fools of ourselves. That's our objective today. Did you have any questions that you walked through the door with? No? Okay. Is it Birmingham, your accent? Sorry? Birmingham, your accent? Close, London. Okay. I don't know my British accents very well yet, obviously. Okay. So have any of you 4 played pickleball before? Yeah. Okay, yeah? Just once? Yeah. Okay, and did you win? Oh, we played for a couple hours. Did you win every game? No. No, then you're not tournament material yet, Glenn. Sure. I had to check. Are they? With each other? Yeah. Okay, so husband and wife team that can't play together. Got it. That's actually it's dominant. I've been a coach for 30 years. I've been teaching pickleball for 20 years. Majority of husbands and wives cannot play together. So if that's you guys, you're normal. I don't know what that is. It sounds kind of kinky, but all right. So we're going to go in the room, and the first thing we're going to do is a warm-up activity, because you guys haven't been moving yet. It's going to be the same warm-up activity we did with you guys earlier, bumping the ball back and forth from dot to dot. So I want each one of you 4 to adopt one of them to teach them how to do this. All right? Glenn's pretty scary, so.
So now I know how you got it. You're rack too, so then you know how to catch us.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, everybody grab a ball and a partner and go across from the net from each other. You have a partner yet? Okay, well, Dawn is going to teach you. Okay. All right, and your partner, Mr. London, your partner is Allard. Glenn, Hillary, you guys are kind of like the green team. Is this green? That's gray, I guess.
Dream team.
No, green, gray. Okay, dream team.
Pickleball, like high five thing.
Oh yeah, that'll work. You can do that. Yep. There you go. Pros. Yeah, so we want our dot between the green and the blue line. Right there. Yeah. So you're aiming for her dot. She's aiming for your dot. Yeah, yeah, no, that's true. But if you stand right on top of your dot, you're going to make it life difficult. So stand a little bit back, about the red line. Okay, just a little bump. Okay, there we go. That was too hard. I'm trying to hit your dot. It's okay, we'll get there. Yeah, lighter. Pause for 1 second. All right, Glenn. So you know she's hitting the ball to this dot.
Yep.
If you stand right on top of the dot, you're going to make life difficult for yourself.
Okay.
So you want to stand about the red line distance back from the dot.
Oh,
okay. Back up from your dot a little bit, Hillary. No, just back up. There you go. That's awesome. Okay. Good. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you a little. It's okay. I'm going to give you a little tip. Okay. So you just brought the racket back behind your body to hit that ball.
Okay.
That's way too hard for this distance. Okay. You don't have to bring the racket back behind your body at all. You should be able to just do it from here. Okay? There you go. There you go. You almost hit the dot on your first try. Very nice. You gotta learn names. Oh. So it's Jackie. Okay, Jackie. And what is your name? What is your name? Alana? Oh, have we met? You emailed me. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Very nice, Glenn. You got some racket sports background. Very good. You got some racket sports background too, don't you? You look like you've played pickleball before, James. Okay. If it starts to get out of control, just catch it and reset. So, James, I see tennis and I see soccer. Squash? Okay. He's squash too. Glenn, you're a squash player too? You're a squash player too? Tennis? Okay. See, I would have thought you were squash and he was tennis, but I got it backwards. Okay. Good. Well, keep going. Nice. You got it figured out, Jackie. You got it figured out. That's awesome. Or sorry, Alana. Sorry. Other Jackie. Okay, pause. Pick up your balls. Come on in. Come on in. Jackie, or Hillary, I'm going to replace you for a second. I'm going to get all the ladies on the black line here. Guys, we're going to do a demonstration. Guys, stay on the court. We're going to do a demonstration. You guys are with me. You guys are with me. Okay, let's pick up all the dots, put them in the basket. So that's step one, get rid of the dots. Okay, now we're just going to rally one ball, 4 people inside the blue line and the outside green line. So our court, for the purposes of this game, is the blue line is our back line. Outside green line is our sidelines. Okay, so we're just going to rally. We're going to rally until the ball goes outside of those lines. Okay, good job. Nice. Oh, okay, there we go. So that would end the rally. So our rally starts with a serve. Oh, and it ends when it goes into the net or it lands out of bounds. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to learn today is what is a rally. A rally starts with a serve. It ends with a mistake. Okay, so let's go back to our courts and rally. One ball, 4 people. One ball, 4 people. Yep. Just like we were just doing. All right, 1 ball, 4 people. Outside green lines. Yep. Blue. There we go. Yeah, diagonal on the serve. The person on the right always serves. Remember, Donna? Serena's going to serve. First. Yeah. Out. Okay, so that rally's over. So, yeah. Yeah, want to keep it inside the blue lines. Okay, just for now, person on the right always serves. Well, we won't do the switching yet. Just pretend you don't know that yet. Out. Rally's over. Yep. Out. Okay. Person on the right serves. Out. Okay, pause for a second. Lines. There's going to be a quirk here. So if you play tennis or squash, well, not squash necessarily, but tennis, all the lines are in. In pickleball, all the lines are in except the blue line. Right? So if on the serve the ball hits the blue line, it's a service fault. I just want you to learn that for now. Okay? Ball. I mean out. Okay. So come on in for a second. So if you've ever played tennis, you know that if all lines are in. So if the ball hits the line, it's in. Right? In pickleball, that's true except for one thing. The blue line. Pickleball has got a lot of weird rules. The blue line is out. So on the serve, if your ball hits the blue line, it's out. All the other lines are in. Okay? Only on the serve. The blue line can't, the ball cannot hit the blue line. If it does, it's out. It's in. Just on the serve. All right, come on in for a second. Come on in for a second. So we're going to be doing a lot of this today where we play for a few minutes and then I call everybody in. We play for a few minutes and I call everybody in. This is the most efficient way for me to introduce concepts as we go along. And we're going to be building layers of knowledge as we move forward. So what we're learning right now, we've learned what a rally is. Rally starts with a serve, ends with a mistake, right? And now we're learning about the line, the blue line on the serve. So for this little game that we're playing right now, if on the serve the ball hits the blue line, it's out. After that, after the serve, it's in, right? It's just on the serve that the blue line is out. You'll learn why I'm teaching you that later.
I was going to say, is that actual?
Yeah, that's an actual rule. On the serve, the blue line is, yeah, not just for this game, for everything. The blue line is always out on the serve. That's why I want you to learn it now. Okay, so go back and play our little game. I'm going to start rotating people in a few minutes. Rotating means that this player is going to move over to that court, that player is going to move over to this court, and everybody's going to rotate this way.
And if I rotate there, I still have to do it again?
Yes, exactly. Out. Oh, it was you could still hit it, but it was out the second it hit the ground. It was in. That's right. Out. Okay. When? Sorry? Blue line. Blue line. Green line doesn't exist in this game.
Oh, I thought you said it did.
No. The side green lines,
Oh, it's a side green
the side green lines exist, but the base line that we're using is just the blue line. This green line does not exist for this little game that we're playing. Good rally. Okay, we're going to rotate now. Glenn, you're going to slide over there. Starina's going to come over here. Right? Jackie, you're going to go over there. Alana, you're going to slide over one sideways. We're rotating clockwise. So you're just going over there. Yep. Are you, is that a British accent too?
What's that? British? Yeah, I've been over here 40 years.
Okay, so not much. Sorry, London as well? Okay. Go ahead. We lose somebody? Okay. Okay. I don't blame them. Okay. There we go. Out. Oh. It was out. You didn't need to. If you want to win the rally, don't hit it. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Out. 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 Okay, come on in. Come on in. Stay where you are. Everybody stay where you are. Starina, I'm going to take your place. You're going to be right here.
Okay.
Don't get huffy about it. Okay, so we've learned what a rally is, right? We've learned that the blue line is out on the serve, so we're making progress. Okay, so we've also learned that when the ball crosses the net, the person on the right serves first, right? Right? So when we're going to play it, we're going to have a rally here, okay? So we're going to go, good stuff, nice, good, out! Okay, this is what we're learning now, out calls. Right? When the ball is out, you say out, and you say it loud enough so that all 4 people on the court can hear you make your line call. Because this is called a line call. All right. Good. Nice. Oh, no out there. Person on the right serves. Okay. Always person on the right serves. Oh, it wasn't out. It's not out till it touches the ground. He caught it, so that's our point. So we win that rally, Alan. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. So when I'm doing the rules, it's really important that side conversations don't break out, because then nobody can hear, and the 2 people who are talking are also not hearing. Okay? So if you have a question, ask me, not the person beside you. You just learned something. Yes, sir.
In terms of there's 4 people on the court, does the receiver call it primarily, or how does that work?
You're anticipating. We're going to get to that. So I'm going to feed you information today in drops. I'm going to try not to fire hose you, right? So I'm going to teach you one thing at a time. So that's an excellent question. We are going to deal with it, okay? So we just learned that the ball is out the second it hits the ground. It's not out until it hits the ground. So if I am standing way back here and I hit a ball, it's still in play because it didn't hit the ground yet, right? Okay, so let's play another rally. Out! Nice job. That was a great shot. Okay, so everybody is going to call out. That's what I want everybody to learn next. Okay, we're going to do that for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to learn a variation of the out call. Okay, so you can come back on here, Starina. Okay, so we're practicing our out calls. Oh, bounce twice. Okay. Person on the right serves. Out. Well done. So when it's out, I should hear 4 people saying out, right? 4 people should be saying out. Out! Good job. Okay, guys. For now, for the moment, all 4 of you should be calling out. When a ball is out, I should hear 4 voices saying out. Okay? That's what I want to hear. We'll get that.
Okay.
Drip, 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 not fire hose. No, it's not out. That was a good squash. It was almost a dig. Out! A little late. Okay, everybody, you guys come on over here this time. There we go. You guys come on over here this time. She was all nervous. Okay, so we had all 4 people calling out. But in actual fact, these 2 players call the lines on this side of the net. These 2 players call the lines on this side of the net, right? So you're going to call the lines fairly on your side. You have an obligation to do that. And they're going to call the lines fairly on their side, right? They have an obligation to do that. If you make fair calls and you make fair calls, everybody's happy. If one of the 4 of you consistently makes unfair calls, everybody's going to be unhappy, including your partner, because they're going to be embarrassed playing with you. And you're going to get a reputation in pickleball as a bad caller, right? So if you make a mistake, try and learn from it, right? Admit that you make mistakes, right? Your reputation is more important than any individual point, right? So keep in mind that people are measuring your integrity on your line calls, so call them fairly. I'm going to get more into that in a little bit. I want to just get into the 2 players calling the lines on their own side of the net for now. Okay, so we're going to do exactly what we were just doing, except instead of hearing 4 voices on an out call, I should only hear 2. You're going to notice something as we do this. There's going to be times when only one of the 2 voices is going to say out. And we'll talk about why in a minute. Okay, so let's go play. Okay, come in for a second. I just want to tell the 4 of you something. You can only call something out if you see space between the line and the ball. If you do not see space between the line and the ball, you can't call it out. Okay? Keep that in mind. We'll get to it. Pause for 1 second. Pause for 1 second. Come on in. I got to tell you guys something. You can only call a ball out if you can see space between the line and the ball. You have to be able to see space. You can't imagine that you'd see it. You can't say, well, it must be there. You have to see it. If you can't see it, you can't call it out. Okay?
That was blue light. Hit the blue light.
Okay? Out. You can see the space there, right? Yep. Good question. We're going to deal with that in just a couple of minutes. Actually, let's deal with it now. Come. What? Okay, so the question is, the ball hit the ground, and then I hit it. So is it still in? Let's think about that. Okay, hit me the ball. If it lands out, I want you to call it out. When was it out? Yeah, as soon as it hit the ground, it was out. Does it matter if I hit it after that? No, because it was out the second it hit the ground. So that's why we make our out calls clear. As soon as the ball hits the ground, it's out. That's why when, was it Allard caught it, and Alana caught it. Everybody with A is catching balls today. It hadn't hit the ground yet, so it wasn't out, right? Or if you stop it with your paddle, it's not out. Okay, so there's that. Yep.
Sometimes it hit it because I'm just into the swing. I'll go, out kind of the same time that I'm hitting it.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Your intention, I meant to call that out, right? So if I'm back here and somebody's returning a ball to me and it's going to be a short hop, I'm going to be in the process of my swing, assuming that that ball is going to be in. Because I have to be. I can't wait and see what happens, right? So the ball might hit here, boom, I hit it with my rack and I go out, right? As long as I make that call in good faith, I had to swing. I had to swing. I couldn't call it out till it hit the ground. I was in the middle of my swing. That's fine. It's still out. Okay?
A lot of the time, you're going to be fairly close. You might not be able to call it, but your partner's there.
Exactly. We're going to deal with that next. Okay. Before I deal with that, if James and I are playing a game and he's going up, he's looking up, he can't see where the lines are, I might say to him, out, meaning that the ball is going out, don't hit it. Okay? If I make the call while the ball is still in the air, that's communication between partners. Yep, you can say out. I'm explaining that right now. Okay? While it's in the air, it's considered player communication. Once it hits the ground and you say out, that's a call. Okay? Now, it's a bad habit to say out. You should learn not to say out. You should learn to say no, or let it go, or let it bounce. A lot of people say bounce it. Say something, anything other than out. But if you do say out, it's not a line call. And you're going to see fights break out, arguments break out during games, where one partner is going to say to another partner, out, and then the other team will say, well, but you called it out, you called it out. No, he didn't. It's not a line call until it hits the ground. If it's in the air when you make the call, that's considered player communication, and it's completely allowed within the rules. Okay? All right, now, let's deal with this issue. Go stand back there, right behind the baseline. Okay? You're going to be right here. Allard, you're the partner. He's receiving the serve. Okay? Okay, the ball hits the blue line, it's out. Is that ball in or out? Okay, is that ball in or out?
It's hitting the blue line on the serve, so it's out.
Is it hitting the blue line?
I don't see space.
You can't? Step forward a little bit.
There's no white space between that ball and the blue line.
Yes, there is, right there.
Well, there's at the bottom. I thought I was looking
No,
seriously.
you
I thought I was looking
yeah.
down.
No, so you can see space between the ball and the line. Everybody come here. Everybody come in and look at this. So you can see space between the ball and the line. There's space right there, right? Right? But you couldn't see it from back there, right? So depending on your perspective, you might see a ball in or you might see a ball out. If you can see the space, right? It depends on where the ball is, if it's out, in, whatever. Anyway, so you have to call what you can see from your angle. Your angle, your perspectives are going to be different. So two partners are going to see the same ball two very different ways sometimes. Allard has to make his best call. James has to make his best call. Whatever he sees, that's what he has to call. If they disagree on a call, as would be the case here, they have to make the call that benefits the other team. And that team has the same responsibility, right? So, depending on your perspective, and you do not be afraid of your partner getting mad at you. Sometimes they will. But you have to have enough integrity to make the calls fairly. Your integrity matters more than any point or any game. Okay?
I mean, I would think if in a case like this, I probably wouldn't know that.
Yeah, you wouldn't call it. Yeah. 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 Okay. But even here, right? So go back there. Go back there. Yeah, back up. So that looks like it's on the line to you, right? Does it? Okay, well, let me move forward a little bit. There's going to be a point where it looks like it's on the line.
Remember, I've played a lot of sports.
Yeah, but you can't see. Can you see white space?
I can't see white space.
There, you have, the rule book very specifically says you have to be able to see space
But
between the
from
ball and the
standing
line.
I'm never going to see that anyway.
That's right. Yeah, and that comes to my next point. So this ball could be all the way back here, right? You still can't see space, right? Or can you now? Through the holes. Okay, so my point is that you're going to see different things. You have to make your best call. You have to make your best call. And if you disagree, as is going to happen, right, you have to make the call that benefits the other team. Okay? Everybody clear on that?
It's a photo and everything.
Yeah? That's why I'm saying your perspective is going to change, right? Now you can see space, okay? So there's a lot of, I mean, that's a great example right there. Okay, so when your partner's receiving serve, right? So if we're receiving serve, you'll learn this later, but if James is back and I'm his partner, I'm going to be up here receiving serve. I have to watch that line because this looks out to him, but it's into me. No, I wouldn't. If I don't say anything, he has to assume it's in. I'm only going to say out. Right? So really important that we understand this. Yes?
What was said in the earlier lesson. On the serve, the blue line is out.
Yeah, we said that in this lesson too. Yeah. Yeah, the blue line on the serve is out. Right? So there's side lines, there's the blue line, there's the center line on the serve. Right? James is over there. This might look like it's on the line to James, but to Allard, it looks like it's across the line. Right? So there are going to be lots of moments in a game where players disagree on calls. Do not get mad at your partner for calling what they see, and expect that your partner will not get mad at you for calling what you see. And when you call lines on your side, call them fairly. Expect the other team to accept your calls, and allow them to call their lines on their side, and don't get upset with them when they make calls that you disagree with, right? Because everybody's got their own perspective. Yes? No. Yeah. It can hit your hand, any part of the racket, right? But here is not part of touching the racket. Okay? Good stuff. Let's get a drink, and then we're going to come back in, and we're going to play our next little game. Thanks for your help with that. Appreciate it. Yep. Okay. Yeah, entirely up to you. Oh, that's all right. People leave. That happens every week.
Oh, you don't even may not know what's the last lesson you queued up for the day.
This is the last one I
I
teach.
mean, the last instruction.
I don't know what we're going to get to. Every group I get a different part. Yeah. It'll probably be serving. Just going to slide this over there, Donna. Watch your toes. There we are. All right, everybody, come on in the lobby here, and we're going to have a chat while we're waiting for people to get done in the bathroom. Any questions about pickleball generally? Anything, like anything goes. Any question you have for me, I can answer. That's what these little breakout sessions are for. Yes?
You said you started 20 years ago. How much of the pickleball community was in existence?
20 years ago, it was me and a guy named Phil. Yeah, we literally started pickleball at this facility. Now, there were people in Calgary who were going down to Arizona and playing, going down to Florida and playing, going down to Texas and playing, but there was no really organized pickleball in Calgary. The first organized pickleball programs in Calgary started in this facility. So pickleball has been going in this facility for 20 years. So.
I'll just, in terms of moving on, I think is the best path, the drop-in path, irrespective of that.
Yeah, when you're done the 100s, drop-in is a great place to start. Yeah. because you want to kind of get used to the flow of the game and get to know some of the rules. If you want to develop, if you want to get into a competitive stream, you need to join a training group, and we offer those at this facility. So most facilities just offer kind of random partner drop-in, and all the levels are mixed up. At this facility, we have levels are sorted, right? The rec program isn't, but our competitive program is. You're sorted into levels. So if you go into a program and you have a rating and you go into the program, you know that everybody in that program has the same rating as you. So you're all going to be competitive with each other. You don't have to worry about going into a program and getting your butt handed to you by somebody. You don't have to worry about going into a program and wasting your time because you're playing with a bunch of people who don't know how to hit the ball, right? So whatever level you're at, there's other players at your level, and we have a really good structured program here. This facility, we've also got 4 coaches in-house, lots of lessons, and they're extremely affordable. The going rate for lessons is $25 an hour for group lessons. There's 16 here. Or 16 for an hour and a half, right? So it's a lot cheaper. Yes?
How much is the drop-in and when is it?
Well, there's different times. So if assuming you're starting with the beginner, right now it's 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoons, weekdays. Yeah, Monday through Friday. And then we have a drop-in program on Saturdays, which today there'll be one, 4:30 to 6 p.m. And the drop-ins are 1 punch on your punch card, which is $8, right? Your membership fee annually is $25 for the community membership and $25 for the drop-in fee. So compare that to Calgary Pickleball Center, where you're paying $1,000 a year. It's a deal here. We have 350 members. It's capped every year at 350. We will get to that 350 number probably sometime around the beginning of October, maybe even sooner this year. So if you're thinking about playing here next winter, get your membership. Don't wait. So.
You said no drop-in July, August, but
Yeah, July, August, the facility's rented for summer camps. But outside of July and August, unless the buildings, like sometimes we have to close to do the floors or something, but and we're closed for holidays and stuff. But yeah, we're pickleball here all year round now. So, good questions. Other questions? Yep.
When it's all 100% busy, how many courts do you put on that?
3. Yeah, drop-in is 16 players, 3 courts. So that way people have a rest.
Right.
So, yep. There's 3 courts in there. We've just been using 2. The center court we're not using today. I don't have a net set up. It is there, but all good questions. Other questions? No? Okay, we're going to go in the room and we're going to learn about rally and service rotation. So very easy. All right, I want the 3 guys with me this time. And the ladies are going to be here on the black line. All right, I need a guy partner. One of you guys. James, come be my partner. Glenn, you're right here. Okay, so we're going to play a little rally. Person on the right serves. Okay, we're going to, same rules we've been playing. Blue line is out on the serve. It's in after that. We want to keep everything in the no volley zone. Okay. Nice, trying to be tricky. That's out. Okay, so I lose my serve. This is the first call we're going to learn. Side out. That means that our team has lost their serve. Okay, yep. No, it was out because it landed on the ground out. It's absolutely okay to hit the net. Yep, good question. Yep, yep. All right, okay, now you're serving. Player on the right serves. Out again, you get a point. Okay, so you get a point. Your reward is you get to serve again, but now you have to change positions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, we're learning. Oh, okay. So now you've lost your serve. Now your partner serves. Okay. Yeah. There you go. You serve. We're not keeping score yet. We're learning. This is called the serve rotation. Drip, drip, drip. I'll drip the rest to you later. Okay. Good job. Out. Okay. So you guys have lost both have lost your serve. So the ball comes over to our side of the net, side out. This is what we're learning right now, the side out call. When the ball changes sides, side out. Okay? I'll get to that. Drip, drip, drip. All right. Out. Awesome. I'll take the ball. So, point for me. That's another call. Point. We're not going to keep track of the points, but we just earned a point. When I earn a point, my reward is I get to serve again, but I have to change positions with my partner to do that. We're clear? Okay, so serve. Oh, point. What's that? He doesn't know yet. We'll teach him. Out. Another point. Awesome. Okay. There we go. We just taught him. There we go. Oh, okay. So I lose my serve. My partner gets to serve. Second serve. Point. Here we go, buddy. Yeah. So his reward is he gets to serve again. There we go. Every time. Nice. Oh, what happens? Side out. Exactly. Yep, person on the right serves. If you get a point, you change sides. Yep. What happens? Point. Exactly. Yep. So, everybody says, when do I change sides? When do I change sides? This is all you have to remember. If you are the server and you get a point, you change sides, then your partner has to move. Right? Just remember, when I get a point, I change sides, and then your partner has no choice but to move. If you're the receiving team, do you ever switch sides? No, because you can't get a point when you're receiving. Right? Okay. So, continue. Point.
So there is no let.
There's no lets. Correct. Yep. Yep. Oh, what happens? Second serve. Okay, so these are the calls that we're learning now, right? Point, side out, point, second serve, out. Remember out?
We don't move. We don't change.
Correct, you don't change. Just becomes server number 2. Okay? All right, he's counting. Out. Okay, so we're going to go back to our courts now. We're going to have I'm sorry? He was supposed to say out, yes. I have the loudest voice.
Second serve is only for our in game, that's not right.
Yeah, we're playing doubles. Yeah, what we did in 101, I said today we're only doing one serve. I said we'll learn the rest of it in 102. This is the rest of it. Okay? So you're going to be an honorary guy. You're going to play here. All the rest of the ladies are going to come to all the other court. We're going to play this little game that we're playing now, where we're going to practice our calls. Side out, point, second serve, out. Okay? Awesome. Here's a ball.
When you actually start the game,
Yep.
is it the person that's on the right hand side?
Yes,
that would
absolutely.
serve?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He would start.
Yep, exactly. Ooh, way up in the air. Oh, bounced twice. She tricked you. Yep. Yep, second serve. Second serve, exactly. Oh, yeah, well done. On it goes, Serena. Side out, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Oh, wrong side. Okay, so second serve. Yeah, that's okay. Good practice. Okay. Side out. Exactly.
So nobody moves, because nobody got a point.
That's right. Out. Point. Out. Second serve. Correct. Point. Oh, she hit it out of the air. Out. Side out. Everybody got that? Okay.
That's all you should do in a case like that.
What did you think?
I thought it was in.
You thought it was in? Okay. Ball?
I only called it out because that's how serve business.
Okay. So, where did you think it landed? There?
No, it landed on.
It landed on the blue. So you, okay. Okay. That's okay. So you made a mistake on your call, but you immediately corrected it, right? So you would continue play unless you guys said, well, hang on a second. You made the first call. We stopped moving. So let's just replay the point.
Benefits them, whatever the
Whatever,
decision is.
exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So let them decide whether they want to replay or not.
So they could say,
They could say, no, no, I'll
"You
just,
replay, you lose the point."
they could, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's about being fair. Yeah.
If the ball comes to you, you can hit it. You don't have to take turns.
That's right. You don't have to take turns. Wherever the ball is hit to.
When you serve, is that the only way you serve?
Underhand. Yep. Yep. All good questions. Okay, so hang on. Alana's making all the calls. But I appreciate that. But now I want everybody to kind of take turns making calls because I want to be sure that everybody understands the calls. Okay? I really want you to understand them. Don't be afraid of making a mistake. Understand the calls. Okay. Out. Good call. Yeah, but it was past the blue line. Yeah. Yeah. Side out. Point. Oh, hang on. The stick came out. There we go. No. Okay, so we're going to rotate. I'm going to take Alana down here. You guys are going to rotate. James, you're going to come over here. You're going to slide over there. Glenn, you're sliding over there. Huh?
We were on the run.
Were you? I'm sorry. Glenn, you're over there. Allard, you're going to slide over. Alana, you're going to be here. Okay, hang on. Hang on. We're going to back up behind the white line now. So the baseline is now going to be the white line. See the white line? You're going to have to imagine that this white line extends all the way to there. You're going to have, for serving, exactly.
And still the blue line is the back.
No, we're going to play from white line to white line now.
Oh,
Okay?
perfect.
Yeah.
Now we can make it harder.
Yeah. So we're going to go, imagine that that white line extends all the way to that sideline.
Blue line is meaningless.
No, it still has to cross. Come on in for a second. Still has to cross the blue line on the serve.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. And we still have the no volley zone yet, right?
Right.
No, you guys don't know about that yet.
Yeah, yeah.
The no volley zone? Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll get to that in a few minutes. Okay. Has to cross the blue line, not the white line, and not the sidelines. Okay? Okay, folks, hang on. James, hang on. James, hang on. Okay. Okay. So we're going to back up now to the white line. So you're going to imagine that the white line extends all the way across the sideline, and you're going to imagine that that white line extends all the way to the sideline. Okay? That's now going to be our new baseline. Okay. So the serve has to cross the blue line. It can't land in this zone.
In between the blue and the white.
Yes, exactly, between the blue and the white. Exactly right.
So it's got to go over this.
It's got to go over the blue line. Yep, on the serve, and the serve is diagonal. Then the ball can stay anywhere in the court.
Where we stand to serve.
Outside the white line. Okay.
But we have to stand behind the white.
On the serve. Yeah. Out. So that landed on the blue line, so that would be out. It would be a fault, actually. Okay. So what happens? Second serve.
Okay, sorry, I just got lost. It went out? No.
It-
Okay, they're husband and wife.
Yeah. It's okay. You can serve. You can serve. It's okay. Let them have their second serve. Okay, you can serve. Okay, whatever.
She was first server.
Okay, let's start over. Okay, Dawn is going to serve. There we go.
When she hits it to the other side, it has to go where?
It has to go across the green line. So it has
Yes.
the green center line. It's got to go diagonal, and it's got to go past the blue line.
Past the blue line.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. No, it landed on the blue line. Okay. Good serve. Okay. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve. Fault. Okay. Side out. Okay. So just keep going. Make all your calls. Out. Okay, well, that was out. Glenn hit it after it was out, right? Yeah.
But it's our point, isn't it?
I didn't see it.
So you're going to call points for your partner. You're going to call outs for your partner. You did, Alco? Oh, nobody heard you.
My
So
serve.
the further back we get, the louder your out calls have to be, right?
This exercise right now, we're serving behind.
The white line. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Oh! Fault. There's a fault. Landed in the no volley zone. Second serve. Yep. Out. Side out. Hang on. Side out. Player on the right serves. Yep. Yep. Loss of serve. Yep. Point. Point. Oh, that was out. It's out there. Yeah, her ball was out. I was outside of the outside white green line. Yeah. It landed outside here. Landed right there. Okay. No, second serve. Your ball was out. It was wide. Point. Yep.
I know when you're serving, you've got to be behind the white line.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're receiving, do you have to be behind the white line?
You don't have to be.
You can be wherever you want to be.
You can be wherever you want to be. But
So we're receiving.
Yep.
We can be anywhere as long as we're behind the blue.
you can be anywhere. You can be center right here if you want. But where is it smart to stand is the question. No, it's smart to stand outside of the white line. Because if you don't stand outside of the white line and the person serves to the white line, what are you going to do? It's got to bounce, right? Okay, good. Good. All right, everybody, come on in for a second. Come on in. Actually, come on over here. Let's go over to this court right here. All right. So those of you who were here this morning know about volleys and ground strokes, right? Ground stroke. Ground stroke. Ground stroke. Volley. Ground stroke. Volley. Ground stroke. Ground stroke. Volley. Ground stroke. So a ground stroke is a ball that hits the ground before you stroke it. A volley is a ball that you hit before it hits the ground, right? Ground strokes and volleys. There are rules about volleys in pickleball. If we didn't have rules about volleys in pickleball, James would very soon learn that he can come right to here and stop the ball from crossing the net. He'd be there all the time. Yeah. So would Glenn. Glenn would be beside him. Okay, so we've created a zone where you're not allowed to volley. It's called the no volley zone. The blue line to the net is the no volley zone. You're not allowed to volley in this zone, so you cannot do this like they do in tennis. Okay? You can still ground stroke, yep. So let's learn a volley fault here. Glenn, just think with me. We're going to go back and forth. You just hit the ball back to me every time on the ground. Just hit it on the ground to me in front of me. There we go. All right. So that would be a fault because I was in the no volley zone and I hit the ball before it landed on the ground. Okay? Fault. No, just my foot has to be, my body has to be touching the no volley zone.
The entire foot, like,
No, we're going to get to that. Hang on a second. Yeah. We'll get there in a second, Glenn. Trust me. Just keep going. Keep going. Okay, so legal, legal, legal. This is a fault because I'm touching the ground, right? So any part of my body is touching the ground when I volley the ball, it's a fault. It doesn't matter whether it's my entire foot or 1 millimeter of my foot. If any part of my body is touching the no volley zone, When I volley, that's a fault. Okay. Is my body touching the ground? So it's legal. Yeah, absolutely. We can lean in. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that, Glenn. Ready? We're going to do that. Oh, that time I fell. Right? So if I get leaning too much, I might volley and then step into the zone because I've lost my balance. That would also be a fault. Right? So I can't reach in, lose my balance, and then fall in after hitting the ball. That would also be a fault. Or if I was looking up and taking an overhead, and I hit an overhead and my front foot came around and landed in the no volley zone, would also be a fault. Right? Or if James's hat fell off into the zone while he was leaning forward. Or, Allard, come on over here. Allard's falling over into the zone. He's about to fall over, and I grab him and I pull him back. Also a fault. There's lots of rules about the fault. Right? All I want you to understand today is you're not allowed to be in the zone when you volley or go into the zone after you volley. Those are both going to be faults. Okay? So that's the first set of rules around volleys. The second set of rules around volleys has to do with the start of every point, every rally. We have a serve. The ball has to bounce. We have a return. The ball has to bounce. Only after those first two bounces can we volley. Right? So it goes serve, bounce, return, bounce, and then we can volley. Okay, James, or actually no, Hillary, you stay there. I'm going to back up behind the white line here. We're going to just back up behind the white line, and we're just going to count. We're going to count serve, bounce, return, bounce. Now we can volley. Right? Oh my goodness! So this is totally legal to volley. Oh, totally legal to volley after that. But if this happens, okay, now I'm going to serve to you. That would be a fault, right? So how many people serve and volley in tennis? In tennis, that's a quite common place, serve and volley, right? You serve and you follow the ball in and you volley it right away. In pickleball, that's illegal. So it's serve bounce, return bounce before you can volley. It's a fault. It's illegal. Yeah, fault. Yeah. So let's do that again. So serve, bounce, return, fault. Right? So just say fault. Okay. So let's do it again. Serve, bounce, return, bounce. Was that illegal? Was that allowed? Yes, it's allowed. Don't worry, I get hit by balls all the time. I'm sometimes in the room with two ball machines going and people hitting balls. Anyway, so questions about volleys? Okay, good. Let's go back and play. Let's remember the two bounce rule. What I really want to get through to everybody right now in the next this section that we're practicing, continue making our calls, but I want everybody to understand serve, bounce, return, bounce. Okay? So let's work on that. Good, you can throw it in there. I'm like a squirrel. I keep balls in my pockets. All right, we're going to start a new game with Donna serving. Oh! Jackie, do you remember where I advised you to stand on the serve? Yeah. Do you remember where I advised you to stand on the serve?
Do I what?
Do you remember where I advised you to stand on the serve? I said you want to stand behind the white line. That's exactly why. What just happened there is exactly why. Exactly. There we go. Point. Go ahead. That's nice tennis topspin you got there, Mr. Glenn. Out. All right, let's rotate one position. So Glenn, you're going to come over here. James, you're over here. Jackie, you're going to slide over there. Serena, stand there. Getting tired. Forgot your name. Donna. Donna's here. All right. Start a new game. Start a new game. Fault, because it landed in the no volley zone. It's got to clear the no volley zone. Side out. Side out. Two bounces. Yeah, so just say this, side out. Oh, nice try. Okay, everybody come on in for a second, please. I'm just going to take your place, Donna. Everybody else stay where you are. Stay where you are. Okay. The serving team that starts the game only gets one opportunity to serve. They don't get two. After that, they get two. When you get a point, you add one score to your score, right? So at the start of the game, the serving team calls the score. They call their score first. They call my score next. And then they call the server number, 1 or 2. But to start the game, because of the starting team, we say 0-0 start. That just reminds everybody that they only get one opportunity. One player only gets an opportunity to serve. No, if you win the point, you're going to continue serving. It would be 1-0 start, 2-0 start, 3-0 start. But it would just remind us that she's not going to serve in the first. Okay, so let's play a point. Call the score first. Call the score first, and then serve. Okay, here we go. Yep, person who's serving calls the score. Yep, exactly. Nice. Okay, so side out. My turn to serve. Oops. It's like I've had too much coffee today. Ready? Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to call the score. I didn't call the score. My mistake. 1-0-0-1. Very nice. Out. Point.
Why wasn't it 1-0? Because we got the point when they lost the serve.
No. You only get points on your serve. Right? So you guys lost the serve. There was a side out. There was no point. But now there's a point. Can only when were we calling point before? Guys? I got side conversations going on, guys. Guys, no side conversations. Okay. That's right. Yep. So you only get a point. Remember when we were saying point earlier? That's when we get a point. When she served, she lost her serve. It was side out. There was no point there. Now there was a point. So it's 1-0-1. Here we go. 1-0-1. Point. 2, 0, 1. The first number is my score. The second number is their score. The third number is the server number. Right? 2, 0, 1. Out. Point. 3, 0, 1. Oh, my serve went under the net. Okay, second serve. Second serve. Allard serve. What's the score, Allard?
302.
302. You got it. Out. Point.
402.
Correct. Yours, take it. Oh, sure. That's okay. Okay, so side out, right? 0, 4, 1. You got it. Okay, so that's how we're going to keep score. So let's go back to our courts and practice keeping score. You're going to be confused today. That's okay. You don't have to learn it all today. You're just learning the principles today. Okay? Okay, good.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, no worries. Let's come on over here, guys. Okay. So we're down to 6 players. Come on in for a second. We're down to 6 players, so we're gonna play a little game with 2 people watching and making sure you guys are making the right calls. So Alana's gonna be watching this team to make sure they're making the right calls and calling the right score. Dawn is gonna be refereeing this team and making sure they're making the right calls and calling the right score. And then we'll play for a few minutes and then we'll switch it around and we'll give Alana and Dawn a chance to play as well. Oops. You don't have the camera going. Start. Fault! What's the call? Second serve.
Second serve, 0, 1, 2.
What's your question? No. He got 1. He's still on that side. Wrong side. Yep. You got it. Ooh, what a get. Nicely done, James. Okay, let's sub Alana in for Jackie, and Donna, you can sub in for James. There we go. So, you're 33 RPM, you're 45 RPM. So,
Some people don't know what 30
I know. We're old enough, we know. Right. So you guys might not play well together, but you've been married long enough, you'll figure it out. Good. Good. Glad you're enjoying it. Out. That was quite a ways out. So point.
No, it's not. It was out, but they get the point. Oh. No.
Yeah, it was. It was out. Yeah, it was out. Outside the green line.
Oh.
Point. No, the serve was out. It's your point. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Here, shut up. Oh, well done. Good rally. It was our best rally today so far. Fault. Having out. Okay, everybody, come on in, please. We're right up against the clock here. This class is done at noon, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're right up against the clock. My watch just changed its face. I don't know why. Time warp. All right. So today was 102. We got an introduction to the rules. You can see that there's quite a few rules. We literally just touched on some of the headlines from about 10 pages of rules. If you're confused by them or overwhelmed by them, feel free to take this class again. You can go on to take 103. You can go back to take 101, whatever you want to do. To play in our rec program, you need 101, 102, 103. So you're going to want to finish those 3 classes. 103 we get into, we'll actually just start with games. We're not covering rules. We will get into more rules as we go, but we will assume that you've done what you've just done now. You understand the side out, the ins, the outs, the points, the second serve, how to keep score. You'll get more practice. We'll actually start playing games. We'll tell you where to stand, to receive, what shot should come next kind of thing at an introductory level. Okay?
Can I just
Yep.
ask,
Now's the time for questions.
just to clarify,
Yep.
because in the beginning, obviously, we were getting it inside the blue line.
Yep.
But now that we've gone wider, we have to get it when we're serving, it has to go over the blue line.
Yep.
And the actual court that we will be playing to is the green line. Right?
The outside green lines. Yeah.
Eventually. I mean, we did the white one just for practice.
Just for practice, exactly. Yeah, yeah, because it's really hard for people who are just learning to control the ball, right? So that's why we were doing the white line. Okay. Yep. Thinking is just soft shots inside the no volley zone. Okay. I'm just going to get that buzzer, and actually I don't need to because they can wait 5 minutes. Any other questions? Let's go to the lobby and deal with questions. Yeah. Yeah, it's a badminton court and a pickleball court. So the badminton court is the green lines, but the outside green lines work as the pickleball court if you use the blue line.
Okay, so the inside green line doesn't count.
They don't, not for pickleball. Yeah, let's all go have a chat out here in the lobby.
That was really enjoyable. Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Awesome, thank you. Yes. So the question is singles? No, it's not the inner lines. The inner lines, the inside green lines don't exist for pickleball in any form. Those are just for badminton. Singles pickleball is played on the same court with the outside lines, just with 2 players instead of 4.
And is that, sorry, is that blue line? Is that actual pickleball line?
Yes, the blue line is there for pickleball. The other green line that's near the blue line, that's a badminton line. We don't use that in pickleball at all.
Just the blue line and the outside
So
green
green
line,
lines.
the actual pickleball.
Yeah, and then the center green line as well for the serves. The center one, the one that goes up the middle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Got it. Took me a while.
It's great, thank you.
You're welcome. It was nice to meet you all. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm sure I'll see you all for later classes. So.
I also like your aces, so they
If you've got a loaner paddle, just throw it up here and I'll get rid of them all for you. Okay?
Okay, you said to look online for 103, right?
Yep.
Have a good day, guys. Have a good weekend. Make one nice.
It's good. It's quite addictive.
It is.
Yes.
Yes.
We played with some friends in Sydney,
Yeah.
the island.
Yeah.
And they taught us, and I still didn't get the score in there.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the thing that I really liked. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
I'm sure we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. We are. We're here
Good.
in 2 weeks.
Awesome. We'll see you then.
Yeah.
I'm here every weekend. Well, almost every weekend.
I'm going to warm up before that. To warm up? You should run. No, I don't.
Can you tell by their accents where they're from? Huh? You're British too, right? Yeah. Or English, I should say. You're English. Okay, James, talk to Martin. I want to see if he can pick your accent.
Oh, okay. Where are you from? You going to pick it then?
You got to. Where's your accent? What's his accent?
Well, you got to pick mine first. I need to listen to you. Yeah. You're West London, so you're West London. I'm Manchester. I was going to say, now I'm listening. Yeah.
And when Neil gets here, we'll try again.
Morning.
I'm like happy to sing with my fob.
Ah, no.
Thanks again.
Thank you, guys. It was great to meet you. Have a great one. Yep. See you in a couple weeks. Okay. Yes, you too.
Holy shit, Brett.
2021. I think for about 6 months. That's where I trade it in.
Well, obviously you like it.
Oh, I love the aircraft, yeah.
It's a big class.
It was 8. 12 is big. 12 is too big.
Feeding the body. Feeding the body.
Exactly. That's the way you build a club, from the bottom up.
Is it a self-punch job today?
I can do it. All right. There you go. Of course, it's stuck. I need cards. Card when you got a second. Did you punch already? Card when you got a second. Thank you, sir. I'll take 2 for you.
Special charge. Thanks.
I'll take 2 for you, and I'll just use 1 for myself. Oh, Jane forgot her card here.
Brand new fresh one.
Ooh, nice. Hope I don't accidentally punch 2. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to guess that you guys want 1 court for playing, 1 court for the other team to stay warm on.
I think there's only 4 of us.
Oh, 4? Okay, you only need 1 court then. Okay. And I thought she said there was going to be 3 teams today. Oh yeah, Neil and Charlotte and somebody backed out. Charlotte and Matthias backed out. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, and I only need 1 net at 4:30. Yeah, I'll just put that in the net away when I come back later, because I might need it at some point. I forgot to get James to sign his form. Oh, he did. There it is.